Arizona lawmaker Don Shooter. The Yuma County Board of Supervisors voted for local farmer Tim Dunn. Shooter was removed for sexual harassment allegations.
A Tucson man convicted of sexual assault was sentenced today. Abraham Antonio Garcia will serve a total of 59 years in prison. A jury found Garcia guilty of the crime. 2 years ago, Garcia attacked the victim with a gun to her head while she was walking her baby in a stroller.
Tonight, we are learning more about the victims who crashed in a helicopter tour of the Grand Canyon. The 6 people on board were visiting from the UK. 3 of them died. One of the victims, a 27-year-old woman, was with her friends celebrating a birthday in Las Vegas. 3 other passengers and the pilot are in the hospital. The wreckage was hauled to Phoenix for analysis.
Tonight, we are learning 6 people on a helicopter tour of the Grand Canyon, including the 3 people killed, were visiting from the UK. 3 other passengers and the pilot are in the hospital. Investigators are still trying to figure out what happened. Some developing news out of Green Valley, the area there, a growing brush fire in Box Canyon. This is happening on the west side of the Santa Rita Mountains near Box and White House Canyon roads. Sonoyta fire crews noticed smoke earlier this morning. Deputies had those roads closed but are now open. Green Valley Fire, Tubac and Rio Rico crews are responding. In Cochise County, the Nob Hill fire stands at 15% contained tonight. East side pre-evacuations remain in place. Crews up to 175 strong are getting it under control. Strong winds are making the work challenging, but firefighters say they are impressed with how well prepared neighbors are in the area. The 3rd fire burning in the Altar Fire is called the Altar Fire, 65% contained. This one 15 miles northwest of Sassabee. It has burned 3,400 acres. Fire officials say they expect full containment within the next 24 hours.
Those fires are being pushed by the wind.
Yeah, they are, and we are still in a red flag warning? Chief Meteorologist Aaron Christensen joins us now.
Stella, Cochise County is definitely under this red flag warning. When the National Weather Service puts out the warnings, it highlights the entire fire weather zone, which does include the other areas here, but it is mainly Cochise County under the red flag warning through 7 o'clock. We are all, though, feeling some gusts close to 40 miles per hour, so the wind is going to be a bit of a factor, at least through 7. Right now, sustained wind for Tucson at 20 miles per hour, the same for Nogales, but 22-mile-per-hour winds up in Show Low, where the gusts are closer to 30 miles per hour. The same across the Tucson and Nogales areas. A little bit of help for those firefighters coming midweek. Rain is near. We're tracking that for you in your full forecast.
There is talk of raising the fees to get into the Coronado National Forest.
Plus, this Tucson man hated to dance. He didn't even shake it during his wedding. His story when we come back. You're watching KGUN 9 on your side. A favorite Valentine pastime may be the secret to heart health.
9 on your sides, Priscilla Casper has the story of how one couple is improving their hearts one dance step at a time.
Now remember, stomp those grapes. Ready?
66-year-old Stephen Katz and his wife Regina have been married for more than 4 decades. They danced for the first time together last year.
You never danced at your wedding?
No.
No.
Trying to get him out on the dance floor was next to impossible.
Last year was tough. Regina had a stroke. Stephen diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, making him a prime candidate for a stroke. To turn their lives around, they hit the dance floor.
What was it like during that first dance class?
We were as clumsy and graceless as a herd of elephants trying to dance in tutus.
More than a year later, they're still working on their waltz and rumba.
Yep, didn't work. It's just the other hand.
Yeah, it's another hand.
But their hearts are doing better than ever.
How has your heart been since you've started dancing?
It's going to add a few more years because I feel a lot stronger. What did he say about you? You got the heart of a
Teenager.
Yeah.
Put it this way, something's going to kill me, but it's probably not going to be the heart.
Wayne Corso owns Fred Astaire Dance Studio. He says dancing helps with balance, flexibility, and stamina. It teaches a person confidence. In return, brings stress levels down, helping the heart.
We're not doctors. You know, we're not members of the medical profession. All we know is that there's things about dancing that really help people.
As they dance, their hearts get better with every step.
Quick. You zigged. You zigged when you should have zagged.
Even if it's the wrong one. Priscilla Casper, KGUN 9 on your side.
Is a fee hike coming to the Coronado National Forest? A public input meeting is wrapping up. And there is talk on increasing fees anywhere from $3 to $20. The uptick would cover rising upkeep costs. The move comes after entrance fees at other state parks went up.
We've got some chance of rain. Here's Aaron.
We certainly do. We're already starting to see a little bit of rain trying to move into Arizona. When this will get to Tucson coming up.
Plus, the dog that stole the show at McHale Center during halftime. What he did after dribbling this basketball. You're watching KGUN 9 on your side.
Now, KGUN 9 on your side. First warning weather. Brought to you by Casino del Sol, the soul of Tucson.
Well, third windy day in a row here, and our gusts topping out close to 40 miles per hour for Nogales, Tucson, Bisbee Douglas Airport, 33 mile per hour gusts at Davis Monthan Air Force Base, Sierra Vista with 35 mile per hour gusts. Now that the sun is starting to set, we are seeing the wind tapering off somewhat. The flag across the street here not blowing nearly as much as it was just an hour ago. 67 degrees at Tucson's airport, winds still sustained at 20 miles per hour there. We're noticing our humidity coming up just a touch. Not enough for rain just yet, but we are tracking some rain in the near future for you. And we're also tracking our wind. You can keep track of the day and the time up there in the banner, and we are expecting that wind to taper off here by 9 o'clock, maybe 11 or 10 to 15 mile per hour wind speeds across the Safford and Douglas area, still hanging tough at 20 miles per hour up in Show Low. And then we see it picking back up tomorrow afternoon. Now, the wind tomorrow is not expected to be nearly as strong as what we had today, but we're not in the clear just yet, basically, as far as this wind is concerned or our fire weather concerns existing. Rain and clouds just to our north, although not a lot of what you're seeing here making its way to the ground. We do have some snow being reported at this hour in Flagstaff with 32 degrees, but mostly cloudy for the Grand Canyon, mostly cloudy Lake Havasu City, partly cloudy in the Yuma area, and mostly cloudy in Phoenix. So it's going to take a little while before we can saturate that atmosphere from the top down and really see some measurable rain actually making it to the surface. A lot of this is virga. That's the rain evaporating before reaching the ground. When we take a step back and look at the big bird's eye view of this trough, center of circulation right about there, and we do expect it to continue to drop to the south-southwest over the next 24 to 48 hours. When this happens, it will then bring southern Arizona a better chance for rain. We're expecting widespread showers Wednesday night into Thursday, kind of off and on. It's not going to be constant, but we do have a 50% chance for rain during the day Wednesday. It jumps to a 60% chance for Tucson Wednesday night, and then Thursday a 40% chance during the day, and then a 20% chance for rain Thursday night and 10% come Friday morning. Our chance for rain Wednesday across Cochise County anywhere from 40 to 50%. We're looking at about 45% chance across Santa Cruz County. For Green Valley, a 50% chance. Marana, 40%. Central and Western Pima County, about a 30 to 40% chance. You'll want the umbrella there. And again, 50% chance for Tucson, 45% for Vail and Benson, Summer Haven 75%. Now, I will also tell you this is a warm storm, so as far as snow is concerned, sure, we could see a little bit of snow in the very highest peaks of the mountains, but I'm not expecting a whole lot for Mount Lemmon. Temperatures staying in the 60s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Jason, I heard you talking with Alex Bowman earlier. Sounds like he is ready to race.
Yeah, he is for Sunday's 500. You know, the Showman isn't exactly a nickname that fits Alex Bowman's personality, but it has resurfaced after Sunday. Just called the Tucson driver the Daytona 500 pole winner. Yesterday, Bowman mashed the gas for 46 seconds around Daytona International Speedway. He will start first in Sunday's Great American Race. And yes, I did talk to him earlier today via satellite. Alex, thanks so much for joining us. First question, how is your grandmother doing?
I think she's doing good. I haven't really had a chance to talk to her, but I think she's probably pretty pumped up, and always glad to have her support.
All right, Alex, you're taking over for Dale Earnhardt Jr. How much advice has he given you recently? Is it as much as he was involved with the team before, or is he taking a little step back and maybe letting you be the main guy here with the 88 team now that you are?
Yeah, I mean, he's been a big part of my career, and he's an open book. So whenever I call or text him, he's very helpful and very appreciative to have all his support. He's really, really good at the speedway racing, so being able to lean on him is definitely a big advantage.
All right, Alex Bowman, congratulations on winning the pole for the Daytona 500. We're all going to be rooting for you back here in Tucson and hope you bring home a checkered flag and a big trophy.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
All right, Arizona basketball falls 4 spots to number 17 in the AP Top 25 poll. Re-entering the poll,